Welcome back to BUS 160. This is Chapter 2, and today we shift from mindset to method. In this video, we cover the 4 practical instruments that entrepreneurs use to transform a raw idea into a real, fundable, launchable business. Feasibility analysis, the lean startup methodology, the business model canvas, and the business plan. These are not theoretical frameworks collecting dust in a textbook. They are the instruments that real entrepreneurs and real investors use every day. Let us build your toolkit. The very first question any entrepreneur must ask is, does this idea actually work? That is exactly what a feasibility analysis does. It tests your business concept rigorously before you commit significant resources across 3 areas: product and service feasibility. Can this actually be manufactured or delivered at a profit on a consistent basis? One concrete way to test this is to build a prototype, a working model of your product or service that you can put in front of real customers for feedback. Market and industry feasibility. Is this market attractive enough to enter? Here we use a tool developed by Harvard's Michael Porter called the 5 Forces model. The 5 forces are existing competitive rivalry in the market, barriers to entry for new competitors, the threat of substitute products, the bargaining power of suppliers, and the bargaining power of buyers. Understanding these forces tells you whether a market is worth entering and whether you can survive once you are in it. Financial feasibility. Can this business generate enough revenue to cover its costs and produce a profit? Can you sustain it until it reaches profitability? The feasibility analysis is your go/no-go checkpoint, the filter that separates viable ideas from expensive mistakes before you are fully committed. Even after a thorough feasibility analysis, you cannot be certain your idea will work exactly as planned. Markets are unpredictable, customers are surprising. This is where the lean startup methodology enters. Lean startup is a hypothesis-driven approach to launching a business. The core principle is simple. Instead of spending months perfecting a product before anyone outside your team ever sees it, you build a minimum viable product, an MVP. The MVP is the simplest possible version of your product that can generate real, measurable customer feedback with minimal time and money invested. You then move through a continuous loop, build the MVP, measure how customers actually respond, learn from those responses, repeat. After each loop, you face 3 paths. Pivot, change your model based on what you learned. Persevere, stay the course because the data confirms your hypothesis. Or perish, recognize that the idea is not viable and stop before losing further resources. The genius of lean startup is that it protects you from the single most common and most painful entrepreneurial mistake: investing enormous time, money, and emotional energy into building something that nobody actually wants. Test first. Refine continuously. Build with confidence. If feasibility analysis is the test and lean startup is the experiment, the business model canvas is the blueprint. Developed by Alexander Osterwalder, the canvas is a 1-page visual tool that captures your entire business model using 9 building blocks. Let me walk you through them quickly. Customer segments. Who are you creating value for? Value proposition. Why should customers choose you? Channels. How do you reach and deliver to your customers? Customer relationships. What type of relationship do you establish with each segment? Revenue streams. How does money flow into the business? Key resources. What do you need to make the model work? Physical, intellectual, financial, or human? Key activities. What critical actions must be performed? Key partnerships. What network of suppliers and partners is essential? And cost structure. What are all the costs involved in operating this model? The canvas fits on a single page. That constraint is intentional. It forces you to think with clarity and precision about every dimension of your business before committing to any of them. Many entrepreneurs complete the canvas before they ever begin writing a formal business plan, and it helps them avoid building a plan for the wrong business. When you are ready to seek investment, attract partners, or simply hold yourself accountable to a clear strategic direction, you need a business plan. A business plan is a comprehensive document that explains what a business is, where it wants to go, and how it plans to get there. It includes the full story of the company, a marketing plan, a description of how the business will be financed, and realistic financial projections. The key components are an executive summary, the compelling, concise snapshot of the entire plan that readers see first, mission and vision statements, company description including legal structure and background, opportunity analysis covering industry, environmental, and competitive research, marketing strategy built around the 4 Ps, product, price, place, and promotion, management and operations describing the team and how the business will run, and financial projections including cash flow, income statements, and break-even analysis. 2 critical points about business plans. First, the executive summary is everything. If it does not capture the reader's attention in the first paragraph, the rest of the plan will not be read. Second, the financial projections must be realistic, not optimistic. Investors have seen thousands of business plans. Inflated revenue projections destroy credibility instantly. Even if you never plan to raise outside capital, writing a business plan forces you to think rigorously through every dimension of your business idea before you have spent a single dollar on it. That discipline alone is worth the effort. To wrap up Chapter 2, feasibility analysis is your go/no-go checkpoint. Lean startup keeps you agile and customer-focused. The business model canvas gives you a 1-page blueprint, and the business plan ties everything together into a comprehensive strategic document. Complete your Chapter 2 assignment in Canvas before continuing. In Chapter 3, we go deeper into what defines a business and introduce a fascinating concept called effectual logic, which explains how successful entrepreneurs actually think. I will see you in the next video.